Hi, welcome to Living Now, where we live a connected life in a modern world.
Yeah, and this week we are looking at happiness. What makes us happy? Are we born to be happy? Do we have to do things to be happy? What's the story with happiness? That's what we're looking at today. All right, so happiness. What makes us happy? This is what we've been looking at and what we want to talk about today. So, one of the things that people say about happiness is that human beings have an innate quality of happiness, that it's our natural state. Well, you look around and it doesn't really look like that. You know, it doesn't look like people are really that happy. Sometimes people are happy, sometimes people aren't happy. What's going on? So, one of the things that's going on is that we learn to be unhappy. That is what people say, that we learn to be unhappy. And I know that I've experienced that. And so one of the examples is a couple years ago, we went to the Grand Canyon, which was an amazing trip. And one morning we decided we're going to see the sunset. So we get up super early and we start walking and
Sunrise.
Oh, the sunrise. And that's right. It was the early morning and it was the sunrise. And so we're walking and we took a wrong turn and we're walking a really long time and we got lost. And then we found our way actually in time to see this amazing sunset. And it was incredible. It was so beautiful. And we were just in awe of it. And we let go of that whole journey that we took and we thought it was funny anyway, but we were really present to that experience. And what we were thinking about when we thought about happiness and how it's all relative to our experience, someone standing next to us might have been having the experience of, oh, I wish it was just a little bit brighter, or it's pretty, but I wish my husband was here to see it. You know, just something that took them away from the moment. And this is something that we've all experienced. And so what's going on and how do we decide to be happy in those experiences? Is it something we can decide, or is it something that gets decided for us? And that's what we're looking at.
So, thinking about experiences of happiness, I think of my grandpa. You know, my grandpa used to eat food and it looked like the best thing in the world. I mean, he would just eat it and eat it. And I'd be like, Grandpa, can I have some of that? That looks so delicious. And I'd eat it and I'd go, that's a banana. It's the same. And he looks at me and goes, yes, it's a beautiful food and it tastes delicious. My grandfather experienced the eating of food as a grateful thing, and he was very present to what he ate. He was a farmer and he loved his food. So everything he ate, he was just grateful for it, and he was in the moment of that eating.
Yeah.
And that experience right there is just
it's so
made him
beautiful.
happy.
Yeah. And that's another aspect of happiness, is being present to what is rather than judging it or trying to change what is. Like the sunrise or sunset, experiencing and letting it be what it is, and to take on the beauty of it. Food, to take that food in and allow it to be what it is, instead of saying, oh, if it was only a little saltier, and it doesn't mean that we don't have choice in how we experience. In other words, it doesn't mean you eat things that are terrible and say they're good. It doesn't mean that. What it means is to experience things for the fullness that they are. And so choose wisely, choose the foods that are healthy and good, and you will have the opportunity to experience that beauty of a lovely meal.
So as I grown, and because the experiences I had with my grandfather, it made me more present. And as I grew, it became more natural to be more present. And you know, I love to cook, so that brings me happiness. And so when I'm cooking, I can be very present when I'm cutting, and I listen to things. And it might sound weird, but I listen to the knife cutting. I smell it, I can see it, I see everything, and I'm present in the food, and it just makes me happy to cook.
It makes it a really awesome experience.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, you might find it a little more difficult to be present, because I'm the type who's maybe planning the next amazing thing that I'm going to do in our business.
She's good.
Or I have a creative mind, so I'm going all over the place. Dean does too, but he has a more trained creative mind. So For me, I have to make more effort to stay present. So for me, it's about doing some practices like reminding myself that right now I'm cutting vegetables. Right now, because I love to cook as well. And for me, I have to bring myself to that experience and make myself be more present.
And a
it's-
helper too.
And exactly. And it's worth it because I experience more joy from that. So, because sometimes when my mind is in the future, I miss what's happening in the present. And that's something that, everybody has their own natural way with that, or they've learned things from people around them. So that's something to look at. Is it natural for you to be present, more present, or is it natural for you to wander? And whatever the answer is, choose to be more present and help people around you to be more present, because it's a beautiful experience. Put away those phones during the cooking time. Put away those phones during dinner so that you can be more present with whoever you're with, or if you're by yourself, with that food, being more present to that experience. That definitely brings more joy. So being more fully present to our experiences brings us more joy. And another way to bring more happiness into our life is to come into our life through the eyes of gratitude, attitude of gratitude. So that's something I know that Dean does on.
Oh yeah. So one of the things that helps me make me more happy is when I wake up in the morning, and as soon as I open my eyes, I'm thankful and I'm grateful to just breathe, to just blink my eyes, to be able to move my body. That makes me very happy. And to know that I can come into this day, a new day, and bringing whatever I need, my energy and my love for life, and share it and do something good in this world.
Makes you happy, makes the world happy. So coming into life with an attitude of gratitude fills us with happiness. Instead of looking at what's lacking in our life, we're looking at what's good about our life. And again, that doesn't mean we're ignoring what's bad in our life. What it means is that we're focusing heavily on what's good. And then with that feeling of fullness and goodness, we have more energy to then work on the changes that we need to make to have more experiences that bring us joy and less of the experiences that take away our joy.
Right.
So this is what we've been talking about today, is how to bring more joy and happiness into your life. So we hope that we've given you a little inspiration, and you can check out our newsletter to learn more. You can check out our website, and we love you guys. Be happy.